So, und weiter geht's im Takt. Gerade zurück vom Frühstückstisch. Und jetzt gibt's für den Alten zum Frühstück eine Kugel.
So was the bastard you were after now riding with the cowboys?
Roscoe Bob Bryant was his name.
Oh.
But no, this time it was a different bastard I was after. The aforementioned Mr. Ringo. And yes, he was working for old man Clanton.
Ich mag diese Luftverzerrung.
Where's he going? I came upon them robbing a stagecoach, which wasn't surprising, being they were such murderous thieves and bastards. The bandits wore red scarves, so I knew they worked for the old man.
Over there! There!
I did my best to help those poor passengers. Moments later, the attackers were dead, and I checked the stagecoach to see how many passengers were still breathing. None. It was then I wondered if the rocks weren't hiding more bandits. Was that all of them? Or did I just hit the rear guard? I quickly got my answer. They attacked from on high like Apaches often did. They were pouring great numbers from above and rained down lead on their hapless enemies' heads, making use of the high ground and whatever else they had. Yep, the Apaches always appeared out of nowhere, and there never seemed to be an end to them.
Hold on. Were you attacked by Apaches? What happened to the cowboys?
Did I say they were Apaches? I said Clanton's cowboys attacked me Apache style. I was in a pitched battle, but I was holding my own against an overwhelming enemy force.
Na, ob nur
See, at the
Apachen...
time, I was still pretty green and would often blunder into regrettable situations.
Komm schon.
But I just kept shooting at anything I could see up in those damn rocks. I didn't see Ringo, but I knew he was with the cowboys. He and Roscoe Bob had done me a dreadful wrong, and I was determined to have my revenge. But to get to Ringo, I knew I'd have to fight my way past these other assholes first.
You or me?
Unfortunately, I was running out of ammo. Another perfect example of my relative inexperience as a hunter of men. I immediately knew that a tactical retreat was called for, as my vengeful fury was much less impressive without the bullets to back it up.
Wahre Worte.
Shoot that running son of a bitch!
Oh, ich liebe diesen Soundtrack.
Finally, they managed to corner me. Trapped as I was, the odds of my survival seemed pretty slim. Luckily, serendipity was on my side as I suddenly spotted a way out of my predicament.
Weg hier! Oh je.
I ran ahead as if the devil himself was after me. Bullets were whizzing by my ears, but I wasn't about to roll over and die. I just kept running like there was no tomorrow. Because there wouldn't be if Clanton and his men caught up with me. As I was scurrying around those caves, I thought, what was I thinking? Going up against a gang like this?
I got you now!
I just kept running, not knowing where the hell I was going. And that's when something miraculous happened. Like manna from heaven. I found the desiccated remains of what looked like an Apache warrior. The old weapon next to him supplied me with some much-needed ammunition.
So viel Glück musst du erstmal haben.
Bat Masterson once told me it was more important to be lucky than good. And he would know. And imagine my surprise when I found a fistful of dynamite to go along with that ammo. That stroke of good fortune evened the odds and bolstered my confidence. It was time to turn the tables. Time for the prey to become the predator. Time for the hunted to become the hunter. Time.
All right, Jesus, we get it. They were right where you wanted them.
That's right, Jack. I was done running. And the old man's boys were not expecting that. No, sir. I came at them like a wildcat. My fury knew no bounds.
Puh.
It was finally time for that old man to pay for his sins.
Launisch. Streitsüchtig. Hundsgemein. Old Man Clanton. Mit einer neuen Gatling.
I yelled out at the top of my lungs, "Clanton, I'm coming for you!" A little stealth might have made more sense, to be perfectly honest. Because that old fool had a Gatling gun and enough bullets to last him till kingdom come. But I knew I could not let that deter me. Not if I was to find and kill Ringo. I needed to get that old man off that gun.
Aber ich glaube, mit so einer Gatling zu zielen war relativ schwer. So, endlich.
Hey, let's see what you're made of, boy.
Shoot that asshole!
Don't let that some
Du warst ein Meisterschütze.
Most everyone thought it was the Ruales who had come up against him in Guadalupe Canyon. But it was just me.
Oh,
You one stupid zombie.
hab schon. Und komm schon, komm schon. Na toll.
I don't know how you lived this long.
Komm schon, einen Schuss noch.
What I ever do?
Apparently, one of the cowboys made it out of there alive. And told Ike and Billy Clanton that it wasn't a Mexican who took their father's life that day. They just assumed it was one of the Earps. And that little misunderstanding eventually led to that legendary gunfight at the OK Corral.
Puh. Dann wollen wir jetzt mal gucken und ein paar Punkte ausgeben. Ich glaube, mit 8 Punkten habe ich angefangen, also kann ich 3 ausgeben. Na, schauen wir mal. Ich hole mir auf jeden Fall die doppelten Revolver. Tiefe Taschen. Höhere Munitionskapazität für Revolver. Trage noch mehr deiner tödlichen Revolverkugeln mit dir herum. Du erhältst plus 100% mehr Kapazität für Revolvermunition. Konzentriert. Längere Kombos. Lass deinen Blutrausch nicht zu kurz ausfallen. Deine Komboanzeige bleibt 50% länger aktiv. Besseres Verbinden und längere Kombos bedeuten mehr Erfahrung. Nehmen wir auch. Was war hier? Lange Waffe? Tipps zu Nuggets der Wahrheit. Ja, das brauchen wir ja nur nicht. Na, und ich würde mal sagen, die Rüstung nehmen wir uns noch. So. Die 8 Erfahrungspunkte, die wir jetzt noch haben, die habe ich ja dadurch, dass ich die Nuggets der Wahrheit schon habe. Und eigentlich dürfte ich sie noch nicht haben, deswegen nutze ich sie auch nicht. Also noch nicht. Vielleicht irgendwann. Schießerei bei der Sägemühle. Der wahre Grund, warum Silas die Cowboys verfolgte, war nicht das Geld, sondern irgendwie sein Erzrivale John Gringo. Oder Johnny Gringo? Ringo, nicht Gringo. Johnny Ringo.
A few weeks after that dust-up at the OK Corral, I was still after Johnny Ringo. I had tracked him and the cowboys to their hideout at a sawmill, and they were loaded for bear.
So, what exactly did Johnny Ringo do to piss you off?
Well, him and that other bastard.
Roscoe Bob Bryant?
Yep. They both deserve to die, and I promise I'll tell you why.
Herb's coming!
Get ready, boys. First, I need to tell you about the Cowboys' new boss, Curly Bill Brocious.
Your turn.
Curly Bill took charge of the Cowboys upon the old man's demise, and after that gunfight at the OK Corral, the Clantons wanted revenge. So they murdered Morgan Earp and grievously wounded his older brother, Virgil.
Fuck! Ja, wie er merkt, warum lädst du denn immer die letzte Kugel nicht? Wie er merkt, sind die Level recht.
Went on what became known as the Vendetta Ride, hunting those outlaws down. So when I showed up, that's who they thought I was.
Darf ich jetzt mal kurz was sagen, Silas? Wie ihr merkt, sind die Level recht kurz, deswegen. Aber ich mag solche Geschichten um Kopfgeldjäger oder späte Rache und sowas. Das hat was. Und wie ihr seht, es leuchtet so komisch.
There were killers around every corner, all wearing red bandanas. That's how the Cowboys identified each other, and I was beginning to wish I had one myself. But I wasn't about to let Ringo walk away unscathed, and that's what drove me forward.
They say that Ringo was infernally fast.
I hardly saw anyone faster, boy. Certainly not Wyatt Earp. That man was all hat and no cap.
Earp wasn't much of a match for him, but Doc Holliday might have taken him.
Ah, jetzt habt ihr
That
mal.
Lunger should have kept his nose out of it. They never charged anyone for the murder of Morgan Earp.
But everybody knew that Curly shot him in the back. That was common knowledge.
Yeah, maybe so. But Ringo had nothing to do with it. He was just being loyal to a friend.
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
What's that, Dwight?
After old man Clanton died, why didn't his son take over the Cowboys?
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot.
Ja, ja, eine nette Familie
Now,
scheinbar.
where was I?
Taking down the entire cowboy gang single-handed.
Indeed I was, Jack.